Good day, me fellow garbos. Well, guess what we got today? In the pouring rain, guess what? It's finally the team you want me to take the piss out of. Right, it's Cadets Day Sounds Vampires. And quite frankly, a finer bunch of sparkle. This, you bloody wankers, has never been assembled in this league yet. And Ace Pilot, congratulations, you get to be today's designated bite victim. Let's flip the coin. Let's check the coin and we'll keep the coin. Yes, we're getting paid for week 3. Can you believe it? So far, 3 weeks of us putting up with this shambolic sketch. Well, let's see what happens. Well, he's won the flip, but he's decided he's actually going to kick it off to the Cossacks here. And as you can see, it's a completely different design here. He's going 4 vampires deep. He's got nothing left in the tank. But that's alright, he figures there's plenty to feast on in here. And facing him, bravely and heroically here, but with +2 fame. Dark Comrade, they're here. And let's see if the Berlin Wall of the Cossacks here can actually hold up. Well, he's certainly going to need to stake him with something here. It's going to have to be an iron wall. Here's the kick. Really? Could it not piss on them anymore? Well, congratulations. We've gone from pissing rain to more pissing rain. And now it's not everyone's favourite golden showers. I can talk to my sister about the game after that. Well, it's a bit of push me push too. The sparkling wankers have decided to actually put 3 vamps on the front here. It's making the opening attack a wee bit more interesting. Oh, there's a palpable go there. Get off my pitch! Off me lawn! That's one less thrall. That's a good way to start things off. Well, he is having to consider, you know what, he actually might want to get this ball thing here. And he has actually, admittedly, now given the vampires a bit of a problem here. He might have 4 rerolls, but he's only got the 6 thralls. This could get be an expensive game. He's going to have to make sure everything goes very quickly, as soon as possible to recover any KOs he gets. Meanwhile, bit of chance here. Push me, push you. Look, are you going to conquer it or acquire it? Ah, there you go. Fine upstanding attempt to pick up. He decides just to let it drop. And there's an opportunity here for the blood-sucking bastards to actually get stuck in. A quick, solid wallop. And the bells are ringing for that one. And here they come. Well, he's decided, instead of coming ploughing in here, he's just going to conserve and try to contain this and see if anything happens, especially if he fails to pick up the ball a second time. Not going to do anything else more spectacular. No. Feast on the remains. Well, he's used a reroll on that bloodlust. Just trying to limit the amount of times this is happening here. But so far from his viewpoint, he's done everything critical, so you know what? Why not? Yeah, it's a bit chancy here. He doesn't exactly have thralls marking with his vampires, but you know what? He's told me he knows what he's doing. Do you all believe that? Didn't think so. Right. The prides of the steps are once again throwing a quick block in. Now that was a good solid fisting. Just the way you like it. Charge or correct guard. And now he's actually going to see if he can actually deal with one of the vampires here. Now it's a bit more push me, push you. Bit more manoeuvring here around the sides, and once again, pouring rain. It's doing its fine, upstanding best. Does he want to reroll that one? Yes, he does. That's only cost you 2 rerolls, but you've got the ball. What's that? 2 tries? Well, that tells you how much whiskey's been in my coffee this morning, doesn't it? But here they come, with the semblance of occasion, as we all know, against vampires. Cage? What cage? Well, there's a solid punch. And now it's time to see, Can this vampire team actually contain the attack coming in? Well, here comes the first hypnotic gaze. Also showing him the latest line of Fabergé eggs. Right, solid hit, solid punch. Where's he going, Sunshine? Well, right onto the moist ground it is, and there's a free ball. The vampires can't be ignoring this one. Well, he gets another good, clean, solid hit in. It's time for a bit of a dirt nap in the Tiger. And now, here we go. Does he actually want this ball, or is he deciding just to mark it up in the pouring rain? Boy, isn't this right? A swarm of thralls, isn't it? What about you, Sunshine? Now? Well, he's decided just to put all the pressure and uncertainty on the poor Cossack team. Now, push me, push you. Absolutely no real surprise there. Well, he's activated the player. Would you like to play now? All done. Alright, push me, push you. Off the ball. And now he's finally in position to put a good solid punch in. Now he's cleaned that up, but can he actually get the ball in the pouring rain? Yes, he does. Now where are you going with it, Sunshine? Have you got a plan? That's your plan? I've seen governments with better plans. This is definitely not a 5-year plan. It's not even a 5-second plan. Here we go. Round 3. And from the vampire's viewpoint, he's got him right where he wants him. Well, there's a solid boot to the face, and he's going to take a wee bit of a nap. And now, this time, with more style, well, there's the bloodlust. He's going to take this one. Well, he's got a free, pocket meal coming by. Has to re-roll that, but he does have him down. And good enough is definitely not good enough today. He's got his bells rung. And now, time for the free snack. Well, he seems to have definitely returned the favour there. The good doctor is going to take a wee bit of a nap. And now, back to everyone's favourite game, who's got the ball? And for the right price, I can ask my sister to make sure someone's got them. Anyway, well, it's time now to see, does he actually want the ball? Can he actually take the ball anywhere? And the pouring rain once again shows through. But never fear, it's an excellent bounce. Couldn't have asked for a better one. Clearly this 5-year plan is once again needing revision. Well, the one die doesn't work, but he does get it on the quick reroll. And the bells are ringing once more. It's going to be one of those games, is it? And now, let's see just how strong the vodka has been today. Well, he's got a good solid kick in here. And off he goes with those nice good tall high boots, because let's face it, anything coming out of Gaines Workshop these days, it's gotten up to this level, hasn't it? Exploiting the legs, and of course the leap works but nothing else does. A chancy play, and unfortunately doesn't quite pay off, as we can see here. Well, turn 4, what are the vampires going to do with this? Oh, they have a great idea. And I'll start it off with a good solid punch. The balls are marked up again. Everything else is getting marked up again. And quite frankly, his betting pool's getting marked up again as well. Solid punch. Solid hit. And a good follow through. And he's planning ahead just in case something needs a light snack as he goes. Oh dear. Failed dodge from the vampire. Now I have seen everything. And once again, the pickup doesn't work either. But the pro does. Oh, it's an interesting strategy he's using here. He's actually buying pro for some of his vampires. Has been suggested as one of the skills any vampire must have. Well, it looks a little tough here for the Cossacks. Can he actually get his balls back? What's that? He's married? Never? That's true. Maybe he should be working on a latchkey accessory for that thing. Well, he's done all the other ones here, and he's taking advantage of the leap just to get the extra mark in. So how's he want to swing this one here? Bit more push me, push you. He's taking a bit of an awful risk. Oh, here we go, the jump up. And there, of course, is everyone's favourite landing. Smashed myself into the ground. Well, he's nice and crated. And this should be an easy clean up here. Let's take a look. Now, push me, push you. Into the ground. Well done. And we'll mark it up just in case anything else goes wrong. What? Really? Look, it's not throwing a salt, son. Well, instead he's decided, yeah, he's going to put a bit more punching in here because he just doesn't seem to have attained his quota. Can't blame him, really. Entertainment for the fans. Well, push me, push you. Does anyone else want to hit anything? How about you? Well, he's doing his best to kind of try and give the ball back to him. Well, 2 stuns in the back end, just 2 KOs. What's that? There's no stars on them. Well, that tells me how much whiskey's been in my coffee this morning, hasn't it? Well, let's see what the Cossacks can do about this one here. Oh, look, it's everyone's favourite. Jump up. Where do you want to go today? How about you? Really? You're not going to try for it. Whatever happened to that, potato-fueled interesting bravery? Oh, he's got the vamp down. What about you? Oh, finally now he's decided to actually do something about this. Oh, it's a gallant effort. He's got the push. Nope, he's definitely in the danger zone! And they're just throwing themselves at the vampires now, aren't they? Alright, you blood-sucking bastards, let's see what you can do. Yeah, I really tried to give the game back to him, lad. Well, you couldn't do that twice, could he? But here we go. It's a solid punch. And he's planted him down. Do you want to score this time? And once again the pro comes through as he gets around another bloodless problem. Well, the sparkling bastards have gotten a defensive touchdown in. Unfortunately for them, as predicted, they've actually got the KOs back, and that's unfortunate for the Kislev team. They've decided that's a really good dream now, ain't it? Yep, they're dreaming on my sister because they've paid for her by the hour after the game in celebration. Oh, I don't think you're going to be celebrating much at this rate, lad. Well, he's left him 2 turns. It is possible, but at this point here, the Kislev team is definitely going to have to potato this one in. Unfortunately, the pouring rain is not encouraging this one. There's the quick kick. Oh, nice timing, but the damage is already done. Someone's remembered to turn off the bloody sprinkler system. A solid kick, and it's quite stunning indeed. Down he goes. Well, that solves one problem on that side. Well, now you gotta punch a hole now, don't you? Let's see what you can do. Well, once again, it's a solid punch. And he's off to the races. Well, he's got his eligible receiver. Does anyone else want to get involved in this one? Two eligible receivers. Oh, right. Would you like to come to the party? How much does he want to mark this one up? Well, he's decided he's going to at least try to mark them up. Considering, no rerolls left here. It took everything he had. Well done, you've got the ball. Do you even want to throw it now, or are you going to wait your turn? That's a dangerous risk here when you're dealing with vampires. A good use of the leap. He's through. Oh, he's got 3 eligible receivers. Now, are you seeing what are you seeing? He can get to him. Just depends what he really wants to do with it. Alright, so the vampires decide they're going to try and contain this Russian aggression and try and actually put them back to the original frontiers he's supposed to be in. Well, he's definitely thinking about it. Unfortunately, he's got the gaze failure. Well, he's going to have to do this the old-fashioned hard way. Out there's the bloodlust. He's decided it's near the end of the game here, he can actually risk it, and he does get him down. Solid hit, the ball is 3. And he's done what he needed to do. That is some solid vampire play right there. Now he's off to go have a pint. Don't blame him, really. What's that? Not the kind of pint we're looking for. Well, we do understand his fans do make generous donations every time they show up. Whether they want to or not is another matter. Well, he's freed the receiver up here with a bit of push me, push you. But now, his throwing range isn't quite what it used to be. Oh dear, there goes the fabulous AG4 doing what it does best, completely shagging it up. Well, that's a freebie there. It's time for the Vaps to give another what for. That's going to be some good solid punching all up and down the line. Can he thin the ranks up any better? Magic words, isn't it? You could think I could almost predict this one here. Get off my pitch, you're mixing up the lawn. And now it's a solid, quick little block. Oh, the Magic are pro once again. That's becoming the best investment he's made absolutely all day. Since he, ended up buying those, completely cast iron chest plates for every vampire. Silk just doesn't stop a wooden stake now, does it? Speaking of, oi! Well, clearly someone needs sobering up this morning. Well, there he goes. Off you go, lad. Not your day, is it? And, well, that's the end of the exciting first half there. And now, unfortunately for the poor Cossacks, guess what? It's another invasion of the Western Front, isn't it? Well, he's got one back, but is that actually going to be enough? Well, let's actually take a look at these fine, glistening and non-sparkling backsides of the vampire. So you can see here, he doesn't have plenty of extra thralls. In fact, he's actually already still down here, but he didn't even start with any extras. And he's down 2 at the current time. So 4 vampires, this is a wee bit dangerous, but as we've seen, he's got the 4 rerolls. He's even got a pro that's been doing fabulous jobs here. This is giving him a what for. So the solution here, the Cossacks are going to have to be as aggressive as possible and try and remember, always check your ear. I couldn't have asked for a better one, but unfortunately where it's going is not a good plan. Well, bravely the Russians have decided, you know what, I'll break you, and they're going to actually come in and see if they can at least do something with this blitz. So unfortunate one here, there's a good chance this actually just might be a touchback if it bounces the right way. Well, he's brazenly come forward here. Bit of aggression. Let's see what actually transpires here. And best thing he could have hoped for, it's actually a deliberate drop by the player and happens to make a touchback, and how the ref missed that one. I'll tell you how he misses that one. Because he misses his wife. Every day he takes a shot at her, misses. Poor bugger's still married. Well, there's a solid chop in, and he thinks we're going this way. Here comes the Gothic fashion disaster cases themselves. Up the charge. Push me, push you. Well, he's bloodlust to that one, unfortunately. And it's push me, push you. Well, we've got a brave volunteer up here. Time to suck some face, isn't it? Yeah, now there could be an ominous prediction for this game. The bells are ringing. You don't say. Boy, Sunshine, you might want this thing. Well, the vampires are going to make up their interesting impersonation of a cage and just thrust in the strength 4, which at this point isn't such a bad idea. A brave dodge. Where are you going? Right there? Well, that'll have to do. Alright, Cossacks, he's done you a favour. He's even thinned the bodies out a little bit more. Can you get this one back? Oh, he's got a solid hit, but nothing's breaking on these thralls so far. So far, the worst damage he's done is to his own team. And he's putting a little bit more pressure back in here. He's going to lock things up. He's going to wait for something exciting to happen back here. A little bit of extra backup. Do you want to press anyone in here? At least make it a challenge. Nope, he's just marking up the thralls, and now there's a cheeky shot. It's trampoline time, boys and girls. And what we got today? He's stunned. Well, someone's been digging into home measures in cabinet, hasn't he? He's definitely been hitting the good stuff in here. Medicinal rum. Aye, it's medicinal, alright. Well, bloodlust again. And amazingly enough, he actually makes it. And now it's for his casual feast. Is he continuing the pattern? Yes, he is. Another bell rung. Uh-oh, this is getting mighty expensive here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, smartly enough, he's now decided to change this into a handoff action. He's got to score this one quick. Boy, take a count on this one here. 3 thralls left on the field. And once again, the bells are ringing. Yeah, now you might want to take notes here, Kislev. I know you're used to purging your souls here. Well, someone's doing a purge for you. They're doing a much better job of it. Well, they're going to have to do something about this. And hopefully very quickly here. Smartly, they decided to try and contain the vampires here and press in and hope for a couple more bloodlusts. It's not a bad idea, actually. Ah, here it comes. 1 die block. Can he get him? And his answer is yes, he can. And the fans have taken this one, and where are we throwing it today, my lovelies? Seriously, could you give it any more to the vampires? What's that? Surfer player? You'd find out? Very true enough. Well, he's continuing trying to thin the thrall population out. There's a bit more push me push you. How about you, Sugar? I'd like to introduce him to our favourite thing, me fist. And once more, it's more push me push you. Well, Cadet's got an interesting problem here, but he very sensibly decides he's going to blitz out of this one. Gets away with it. Does he want to dodge away? Yes, he can. Any further? That's it. Well, this is now where it gets really interesting here for any vampire team. Guess he's got almost no thralls left. Now his vampires have to do all the work. New meaning to live and die by the one now, isn't it? Well, it's a master plan. He's got the crushed velvet suits. He looks good doing it. Why not, lads? Yeah, the Cossacks have got a little bit more push me, push you. He's trying to get another thrall out here. How about you with a solid kick? Yeah, I might want to take lessons from the vampires. It's not working, lad. Trust me. Well, there's a chance he pushed me, push you, but he does take it, and he has actually freed another play up. He's going to have to risk passing this ball down the field at least somewhere, because otherwise he's going to scoop this one up easy peasy. Really? That's your plan? At this point, I have to admit, this is not exactly a good plan. But are you at least going to mark the ball up there, lad? No? Really? Yeah, Shield 4, you trust to fail. I don't exactly think this is the bravest thing you've ever done. Well, as we did say, once again, Russian 5-year planning at its best. Alright, let's see what their cousins from the east can actually do here. Well, there's an unfortunate skull, but he does get the blitz off push. And you know what you need? That's exactly it, lad. And it's 2-0. Well, you can sparkle that one up with a keys don't shine. Bit of a misplay there by the Cossacks. Quite frankly, they should have had that one, but no, not to be. Oh, look who's decided to come out and play, the rest of the bloody team. Well, can the Cossacks make this one back here? It's a bit of a hard go here, but 5 turns, they can actually get a very quick score. Maybe. Of course, once again, this is the Russian planning you're talking about. Quick planning. And once again, here's the pitch invasion. Well, he's got the catch, but the pitch invasion, not quite as effective as he hoped with the +2 fame, but he has gotten half his team. This is the chance he wants. In you go, lad. Well, he's hoping that's prophecy. He would have rather had him dead, though, unfortunately. Bit of push me, push you. Really? You're pushing him back where you can get at your catches faster. Are you sure you're not trying to throw this one away? Well, he does insist here that this is part of his cunning and elaborate Russian plan. That's certainly a plan, alright. Cunning? And I'm not so sure about that one, lads. But Russian? Oh, definitely. Why? It's backwards. Well, here he comes up the field here. He hasn't decided to throw the ball yet. And he's actually going to keep his player very wide open at this point here. That might be a bit of a mistake. We can see a route through. If he thrusts it, he's going to get that one in. And he's even made it easier still. He's got the clear off. And once again, Pro comes through. And he's got the extra player all the way through. And he's got him. It's a solid punch, and once again, it's very stunning. Well, that's a bit of a misplay here, once again, by the Russian team. Unfortunately, just like around Krakow, it looks like the Russians are collapsing faster than you can say, "Here, hold me vodka." Well, he's got to try and clean this one up here, but this is a challenge indeed. How fast and how quickly can he try and get this one? Because quite frankly, he's got to get this ball down here this turn and try and score if he wants any chance of getting back in this game. Well, he got the solid hit. And that kind of helped. But this is now the play he's really got to start looking at here. And he succeeded the first part. Here's part number 2. Can you do part number 3? Why, laddie? Why? It was the same range of throw, either square. Oh well, unfortunately. It's cost him a reroll when he really needed it. He's got the ball marked up, but really, you didn't need to go for it. You could have rerolled, made the throw, and there was your catch. And away he goes to the races. Speed 7. That would have been in. Well, the team that's not from Twilight's decided, well, it's going to be the Twilight of this team. As finally they've now realised. Unfortunately, the invading fans have rather used cleverly onions as opposed to garlic, so it's easy to get back in this game. Well, he's got no rerolls there. So this is a quick fail, and unfortunately he hasn't quite gotten around to the rest of his team. But it's now cost the Russians a bit more of the tonnage here. So they now have to clean this one up and desperately try and get back into this one. Oh, there's a costly reroll. Bit of push me, push you, but it's not what he wants. This might cost him yet another turn trying to get this ball in, at least to try and make this game a little more square. Well, unfortunately, according to the Russians, Cossacks don't actually want this to be a little more square, they just want to get around to it. News for you, sunshine, it's not around. Now here's the quick blitz off. Chancy little push me, push you. Doesn't serve much of a purpose, unfortunately, here. And now he still has a problem. And it's more push me, push you. He got lucky there. But it's unfortunately cost him yet another turn. And now, this time, the vampires are going to make up for the earlier mistakes. Now he's going to arise from the dead now, is he? And here they come, marching back in. Quick push me, push you. But right now, from his viewpoint, that's all he needs to do. Where are you going? Well, eligible receiver indeed. That actually might work. Gives him something to look forward to. Besides yet another day at the Gothic Opera. Well, he has the defenders down, and the ball is still sitting there. He's got it marked up. Not what he wanted today. Finally, the 136 comes to haunt the Russians. And it looks like it's starting to snow sometime in the horizon. Second 1 and 36. And it looks like Joseph Stalin's letting them know what he really thinks of the Elia failure. There's going to be some purging tonight. There's a quick stun, and it looks like he's got this one all cleaned up. Real question is, can he actually get a score out of this one? There's another quick punch. Can you make it two? Indeed he can. And now the quick easy blitz off here, just wants to push. But he'll take that one definitely, because once again it's a catcher without dodge to start with. And he's got it. And he's off. Makes the dodge on the dodge reroll. Well, what do you know? He can throw a football. And there it is. Even the go for it. Everything else. 3-0. What a disaster this one's become. Well, you wouldn't have predicted that one early on. And it looks like it's become a comfortable paddling here. Boy, the vampires, they have definitely shown their Eastern comrades. This is how you stick it in, and stick it in long and hard. Well, why risk any vampires when you've got plenty of expendable thralls? It's a good plan. Well, it's time to restore honor here. There's the kick. Let's see what we get this time. Well, it's a free square, but it's not going to help him get a one-turn score, as he definitely hasn't set up for this one. It's time for everyone's favourite, solid pommelings. Yeah, it looks like he's getting haunted by 1s and 9s already. Ah, there's another one. Well, the bells are ringing, but it's a little late, lad. But just in typical fashion, before the game's over, the panda's gone to sleep. What you gotta do to actually hurt him? It's just not happening. Can't even do that right. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a horrible game for the Cossacks. 3-0. What an embarrassment that one's been. Well, enough will bless your dice next week there, lad.